All right. So for all of you who ask for the best diet for fat loss and for the best supplements for fat loss, let's go through this video together. Okay. First off, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because we're going to see what Google says is the best, right? So first off, there is no such thing as the best. It's really a diet that is going to fit your lifestyle and a diet that you're going to adhere to. That's it. There is no specific diet for fat loss. And when you say, let's say you say, like, what's a good diet for weight loss? Weight means muscle mass too. So let's just stick with fat loss because that's what we want to lose. We want to lose fat, not weight in general. Okay. Weight is measured by a scale, but body fat, we can measure that through our eyes, maybe pinching. We can see muscle definition, things like that. Okay. So first off, no such thing as the best. Everyone's different. Therefore, everyone's preferences for foods or diets or habits, lifestyles are going to be different. What we need is we need to not listen to Google because we all know who's heavily marketing this area. Noom. I think we all seen those commercials that we see on like YouTube. So you might see it on some of your favorite videos. And Weight Watchers is a really popular one. Lumen is going to be like another device for hacking your metabolism. There's going to be keto. There's going to be low fat. There's going to be low carb. There's going to be vegan diets, vegetarian diets. What we need to do is just be in a calorie deficit. Okay, so that's what it's going to be for fat loss: calorie deficit, and I would say your physical activity. Okay, that's what's going to dictate you losing body fat. One important macronutrient is going to be your protein. So you have your fats, carbs, and protein. Protein, you're going to want to stick to be higher. Your first options of choosing what to eat should always be a protein. Pair everything around a protein. So the same way, if you were to, like if you want to have your dinner and you're like, hey, what do I eat? You don't say, oh, like what goes good with pasta? No, feel like, okay, it's going to be chicken. What can I have with my chicken? Do you want rice? Do you want noodles? Whatever that is, okay? So that's what you want to base your diet around. How do you find out what your calorie intake should be throughout the day? MyFitnessPal app is a pretty good tool to use. If it's inconsistent, at least you're being inconsistent, right? So at least you have a number that you're going by. The same thing like with body fat percentage, same thing with weight, things like that. And maybe it's slightly inconsistent, but if you're consistently inconsistent with those numbers, then at least you have numbers and data to go by. So if you follow, 2,500 calories, okay, and you're not losing weight, you go down to 2,300 calories, and then you start losing some body fat, right? Okay, does that mean that 2,500 calories is your maintenance? I don't know, probably not. It might be less, might be higher. So we just know that that's going to be a number that you can follow by, and then you can go less based on how much body fat you want to lose, right? And we can go the same way if we wanted to gain muscle. So really pair your meals, pair your meal prep meals around proteins, okay? Fat, chicken, steak, fish, pork, right? Eggs, pair it around those. Don't use beans as your main protein source. I'm sorry, like let's just get out of that habit. Beans have a lot more carbohydrates in it. I'm not eating beans for protein source, okay? If you're vegan, hey, you better be raw vegan because you're destroying the environment to make your tofu. So I don't see any like moral reason why you want to be vegan, right? Live in a treehouse. Anyways, so what about the best supplements? Do you need supplements? Supplements are not necessary, right? They're supplemental. So let's see what Google says. Well, Google says, hey, you got this hydroxycut. It's going to be the #1 seller on Amazon, right? Things like that. It's just caffeine, okay? You don't need supplements. Supplements are going to give you energy through caffeine or other stimulants that you're not getting from your food, because energy comes from two things. It comes from stimulants, it comes from calories. Okay, calories, stimulants, calories, fats, carbs, protein, stimulants, caffeine, whether that be from green tea source, whether it be from guanara, whether that be from caffeine anhydrous, caffeine citrate, caffeine dimalate. I mean, whatever you want to use, right? Yerba mate, anything like that. Okay, whatever stimulates. So that's going to be energy. It's not going to be long lasting, but it'll provide some short bursts of energy so you can go throughout your day. Some other supplements that may help you are things like fiber. If you're not getting enough fiber from your diet, so if you're trying to do like a carnivore diet or a very low carb diet that's low in fiber and low in vegetables for some reason, you might need fiber in there. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have IBS. Maybe that might flare up your issues. So maybe you can use things like saffron. Maybe you can use things like Coles Forskolite, things that may help with like thyroid or mood boosting. So maybe theanine, maybe tyrosine, things that can just help redirect your focus. Maybe you want to go the route of pharmaceutical drugs. Don't recommend. I'm just saying people use Adderall for that reason, or Fen for that reason. So yeah, if followed through with the doctor, prescribed to you, A-okay, right? As long as it's not harming you. So pretty much the whole purpose of this is just to say that there is no such thing as the perfect diet, the best diet for everyone. If that were true, then we'd prescribe everyone with the same thing. If that were true with supplements, if there's a fat burner pill out there that burns fat, everyone would be skinny. Like, who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Or it'd be pharmaceutical drug and you would see doctors prescribing it left and right. There's nothing out, well, there's nothing safe that will keep you alive that's out there. So you can either lose body fat and die, or you can just, use discipline, consistency, and accountability, and to lose body fat, right? Just keep track of your calories, keep track of your protein, keep track of your carbohydrates, keep track of your fats, the same way that you keep track of your finances. Okay, you're in the game to lose weight long run. With finances, you're in the game to retire and save money in the long run. We both need data for those finances and for calories if you want to have success. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to say. Choose a diet that's going to be right for your lifestyle. What can you adhere to? What can you do every single day? What is not going to seem like a burden? You might need to sacrifice some calories at the beginning to lose some body fat. That's just the way it is. You sacrifice a little bit. Why? Because you know the reward is going to be greater in return. And sacrifice brings forth better attributes in you. You're going to gain so many more characteristics that are going to make you into a more successful person, a more enduring person, a stronger person, a better mother, a better father, a better worker, a better husband, a better wife, a better sibling. So that's it, man. Enjoy what you're doing with your life. Enjoy what you're doing with your diet, meal prep, as much as possible. So buy the containers, buy the lunch boxes, buy the ice packs, take it with you. A lot of people do it. So don't say you don't have time or you can't. Tons of people do it. Even people on shift work for 16 hours. You don't have excuses. Police officers do it. Fire departments do it. Tons of people do it. If you're sitting at a desk job, there's no excuse for you. I'm sorry, there's not. You just need to be more accountable. You need to be more disciplined. Whoever this is for, that's you. Okay, don't make excuses. So we'll leave it there. And the next video, what's the best diet for building muscle? Spoiler, there's not going to be a best, right? Hey, all right, later.